Wow.
You're listening to Interchain FM, the Cosmos radio station. If you're seeking alpha in the Cosmos, look no further. I'm your host, Shango
Nice.
Shade.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jack, founder of Toki.
That's a pretty intense intro, right?
Yeah, that was great. Amazing. Actually, it was the first time for me to see that new updated version.
It gets you going.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. You were here before you launched mainnet. I think we had you on maybe almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a
Oh,
long
really?
time.
2 years?
Well, maybe like 1.5 years, you know.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
round up a little bit. I'm happy to have Daiki back here from Toki. And we also have a new member on the show, Ed, business development at Toki. So Ed and the Toki team in Japan actually took me out to a nice omakase dinner. It was a very traditional Japanese dinner. It's very memorable and
Good to be here. Thank you for having us. We both were baffled by the introduction. The animation was great.
Yes. Your beta mainnet was launched. What else are you going to roll out after that?
Actually, this is a beta mainnet, and the feature is pretty limited. We don't have staking mechanism yet, and the smartphone is not supported yet. And the dark mode is coming out very soon. So we have a bunch of features coming up. And also, right now, we support BNB and Ethereum only. However, we're going to support the Optimism, ARB, Base, AVAX, Polygon, maybe within the first half in 2025. So we're going to, actually, the IBC will be everywhere throughout 2025. So we're going to have a bunch of stuff coming up throughout 2025.
The beta mainnet that you're talking about, does that only entail the IBC bridge between Ethereum and BNB chain?
Yes, correct. And our bridge is liquidity-based bridge. So we have the single-sided unified liquidity pool on both blockchains, BNB and Ethereum. And the user can swap the native USDC, USDT, and ETH between those blockchains. So it's different from the ICS20-based mint lock-based bridge.
Well, let's dive into what the difference is between a liquidity-based one and an ICS-based one actually means. Yep. What happens when you launch mainnet? You know, when you get out of beta mainnet?
What we call major mainnet, right? So the second phase, it's further expansion of networks, right? Like Daiki said. So we're going to interconnect. We're aiming to have around 10 networks interconnected by mid this year, right? And alongside with the other functionalities that are coming up as well, the peripherals per se, right? Mobile first, dark mode, and so on. We are getting a bunch of great feedback from our community already throughout testnet phase. We already improved the app so much because of feedback from the community. Of course, this is going to be ongoing. This is going to continue. It's pretty exciting, actually, what's the community that we're building every day, seeing engagement rise and participation, true engagement, really. We're building a true community organically, pretty solid community, very engaged one. So it's going to be basically the major mainnet is going to be expansion of networks. After that, there's going to be TGE, there's going to be listing planning, and perhaps Q3, Q4, while expansions continue, we're going to also focus on integration with third-party apps and adding new assets.
Yeah, especially the stablecoin Progmat. Maybe have you heard of Django Progmat, which is a project to issue the Japanese JPY-Backed stablecoin or Japanese regulated stablecoin is coming. We already announced the partnerships with them to support those stablecoins. So stablecoin can move back and forth through IBC.
And we did cover this in the first episode, and it's coming to fruition. So congratulations. Is Progmat effectively a CBDC for Japan?
Stablecoin. It's different from CBDC or bank deposit. Tokenized deposit. It's literally stablecoin, similar to USDC, USDT.
And that has the full backing of the Japanese government. Are they going to be issuing the stablecoin?
Not government, it's bank.
So
Yeah,
oh,
Progmat is the actual issuer of the tokens.
So it's
Yeah.
pretty similar to the Paxos.
Okay.
Paxos will issue have the variety of the stablecoins, right? Their own first party Pax stablecoin, as well as PYUSD and so forth.
Yeah,
Progma
this
is
is
kind of similar.
sorry, Daki. This is truly a private initiative, but within regulatory framework.
So is Progmat a bank in Japan?
Not bank, but backed by banks.
Okay.
So Mitsubishi, Mizuho, these three big banks in Japan
The de facto
established a
empire,
joint venture.
the de facto kingpins of Japan, the Japanese de facto royalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
the Mitsubishi.
Working on bringing all those big players into crypto.
We announced the project PAX. PAX means the peace in the other language,
In Latin.
Latin, yeah. And project PAX means using that stablecoin backed by or issued by Progma. We are trying to achieve the cross-border payment with SWIFT and other banks, other international banks.
I'm hearing that there's going to be a large import of liquidity from the Japanese yen economy, and you're also going to export it to the rest of the world via SWIFT when SWIFT supports stablecoins. What, through their XRP rails?
Via the SWIFT API. SWIFT has their API, right? API, right? And the backend is of course totally managed by blockchains and stablecoins. So SWIFT doesn't have to care about the blockchain or stablecoin part. So we are taking care of those part, and we're going to integrate with their existing APIs to realize the seamless bank transfer or via SWIFT API.
Is it true that there's going to be new money coming into crypto through the stablecoin? Do you anticipate a significant percentage of the Japanese yen market to go on chain through this?
Yes. Of course, it's going to take time to get a big money on chain. However, yes, we anticipate that we're going to have the JPY-Backed stablecoin, and it's going to hit a large amount of number in the near future.
And how is this liquidity onboarded?
Liquidity
who is it coming from?
So liquidity means the on centralized exchange, or maybe on DEX, you mean?
So I'm talking about the money starts from Japanese yen, and then it gets converted or minted into stablecoin, Japanese yen backed stablecoin.
Yep.
And then it goes on chain. So I'm talking about this flow of liquidity onto the blockchain. So who is it coming from in the Japanese yen side? Is it Mitsubishi? Like, who are the creditors?
That's a great question. So the creditor, we have a few candidate creditors, including the banks, and they're gonna deposit.
Which banks?
Can't say that now, but maybe Mitsubishi. It's definitely one of the candidates. Mitsubishi Group is one of the candidates.
And why do they want to bring their Japanese yen on chain?
Because right now we are working on a few use cases. The first one is the delivery versus payment, which means the security token versus payment tokens. So Progma is also the platform for security tokens. And we already issued a bunch of security tokens which is worth more than 2 billion maybe. And in order to settle.
And what tokens are those? Is that Toki?
No. Security token means they're backed by the real world asset.
Like they've been issuing tokens for the last few years, right? So they've been active as issuers for a while now. Yeah.
Mitsubishi has?
No, Progmat.
I'm missing some things. I'm like trying to piece together. Can you tell me the whole story about what's going on? So I need context about Progmat. Progmat already issues securities.
Yes.
They issue security tokens.
Yes, Progma is developing the platform for digital securities and stablecoins. And the digital security or security token has been issued over the past 2 to 3 years. And the
Okay.
stablecoin will be issued this year. And in order to in order to make a payment for that security tokens, of course, we need a stablecoin or CBDC or something like that. And once it make it happen, of course, we can do the delivery versus payment. So in order to realize those use cases or delivery versus payment or payment versus payment, we need a stablecoin. Payment versus payment means the international, the cross-border payments.
Yeah, that's going to be the main initial use case.
So as I understand it, Progmet has issued security tokens to who? Like who's buying those security tokens and why are they paying the creditors in stablecoin that they need to create?
First of all, the retail user is buying that security tokens.
Were they holding on to the security tokens in the hopes that in the future they would get some sort of dividend payments in the stablecoin?
Yes,
No, no.
that
Yeah, but these security tokens, they are tokens being launched in the market, right? For several projects, different initiatives, not necessarily tied to the stable coin
Yeah.
that's coming up.
What I'm not understanding is what is Progmet? So Progmet is a platform that issues security tokens, or rather, different projects launch their security tokens on Progmet's platform, and now Progmet is issuing yen-backed stablecoins, and somehow they're going to distribute those stablecoins to holders of their security tokens.
you can think of Progman as the Paxos and Securitize. Securitize is the security token issuing platform, right? And they're gonna issue the security tokens on different blockchains. And the Paxos also, they're the platform for stablecoin. The programmer is managing both platform. So this is maybe the easy way to understand what programmer is.
Again, those assets that have been issued in the past, they are not necessarily tied to the new initiative, the stablecoin initiative in any way, right? This is a new venture, a new initiative it was created a consortium, so to speak, a joint venture of a sorts involving all of these big players that Daki is mentioning. So there's Progmet, there's us, Toki and Data Chain, right? And there's the big banks and even centralized exchanges and so on. We're all actually building a new ecosystem per se that's gonna take care of these cross-border transactions through banks, right? The same way it already happens with fiat, but with this new asset class right now.
Okay.
This new upcoming asset class, which is the Japanese regulated stablecoins.
How does this improve the existing user experience of the payment rails that you were talking about before, that the stablecoin now replaces or augments?
Yeah, obviously that's faster and cheaper.
Faster and cheaper. The same concept that facilitates for crypto in general, right? The benefits that crypto provides to the general public, it's going to also be worth for this use case.
So is the stablecoin being issued on top of the Toki major mainnet?
Program will issue the stablecoin, right? And we're gonna play a similar role to CCTP by Circle. So CCTP can burn the USDC on DEST blockchains, and mint equivalent tokens on can burn on source chain, and it can mint the equivalent token on DEST chain via CCTP. So we're gonna press similar role using IBC.
Okay.
This is the role of each. And not only that, this is about the stablecoin. So if the users want to make a payment using the stablecoin on blockchain A for security token blockchain B, in this case, of course, some cross-chain messaging layer is necessary. So we're going to support all of those use cases and cross-border payment as well. The JPY-Backed stablecoin on blockchain A versus maybe euro on blockchain B, in this case, of course, messaging is necessary. So we're going to support those of use cases as a tech provider.
Let's talk about your points program and how you're going to activate your community. How are people going to be able to participate in beta mainnet?
It's pretty simple way. So just using our beta mainnet application, we have right now the several functionalities, the swap, literally swap, transfer between ETH and BNB blockchains, and the user can deposit their funds into our liquidity pool. Those activity can earn some points. There are some logic to earn more points. We don't disclose the details, but maybe the volume could get some boost points. And we're going to have some logics for liquidity pool as well, like let's say popularity. If some liquidity pool will have some boost, and maybe early liquidity provider will get more points, and the duration to deposit that funds into specific pools will earn more points. It's a very simple and straight way. We always prioritize early contributor and the long-term contributor, and those users will earn more points. And eventually, it's going to convert to of course, Toki tokens.
There are many ways to boost the points through participation, right? There are different classes of points as well. There's action points, there's loyalty points. We have more information in our user guide, actually. So one of the ways of boosting points is through participation in the community as well, right? So earning the roles within our Discord community can grant you points boosters per se, right? So, and like you said, the earlier you join, the more points, because points have already been counted through participation since before even the points program is launched, right? So through testnet phase, our community members have been accumulating points already via doing actions using the testnet and participating as well within the community by earning the roles. And those will revert as boosters in the near future, right? By participating, by being active, engaged within the community itself, it already also earns you points, right? Not just using the application.
And one more point. So it's not activated yet, but we, of course, we would like to contribute to the IBC community, of course. So maybe some users who have executed IBC transaction before, we're gonna give them some boost points.
Before, as in for how long? From how long ago?
We don't disclose yet, but maybe within a half a year or a year at maximum. So the latest within a year. If there's some users make transactions via IBC, we would like to give them some points or Toki tokens in the future.
Okay, what about to any of the Cosmos stakers on any of the chains?
Cosmos stakers, maybe Atom staker, something like that. So far, we don't have plan for those people. we right now focus on the IBC users for now. But maybe if maybe Injective or Zion or Osmosis want to make collaboration with us for airdrops or point program, maybe of course we are open to discussion.
What about people who use your Ethereum to BNB chain bridge without actually having a Cosmos address?
Yeah, we are working on it. So to map the Cosmos address as well as Ethereum address.
We're actually the last couple of days working on a few possibilities, partnerships with other projects that can help us do this kind of tracking.
Yeah. So we're gonna activate that IBC point program. Maybe I don't know the exact name. Our next month. Yeah,
but like I said, performance points are already being counted, right? We are tracking our community participation, and those will revert into actual points once the program is launched.
Is there any plan to roll out an IBC bridge between Solana and BNB chain?
We do. However, as you might know, Solana is a little bit difficult in terms of developing the light clients, it's going to take time, but we have plan, of course. As I said, the next target is layer 2s for now, Optimism Orb, Base, Unichains, and so forth. After that, yeah, we're going to support Solana too.
I want to keep this interview short and sweet. Our long form interviews are too long at this stage of the crypto cycle to keep the attention of people who have typically have ADHD. And I think we have conveyed most of the pertinent information that people are going to come on here to search for. Thank you guys for coming back on the show. I'm actually excited to use your technology. I actually do need to use some bridging. And as most of the listeners know who have used IBC in the past, it's objectively faster, much cheaper than using any other bridge in the EVM space. Congrats!
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Chingo, and congrats on the introduction animation.
Yeah, that's right.